Boom! Good evening. Welcome to RidgeLife Ramblings. This is the first live on RidgeLife Ramblings ever. You guys are the first people to watch a live stream on RidgeLife Ramblings, and hopefully people know about it. If you have the opportunity, please share this live on your social media, okay? All my moderators coming in here. This is RidgeLife Ramblings, and really only 1,300 people or so are subscribed to this channel versus the other channel, which gets all the notifications out there. So all my moderators, please, please, please share this video out. Make sure everyone knows we are live, because we will have the milkman coming to you live tonight. Our first guest ever on RidgeLife Ramblings is the milkman. That would be David from Come On with the Homestead. Come on. And he is on deck. I see him right back there. He is looking all prim, proper, and nasty for you tonight, guys. Come on now. We got 3 Mississippi in here. That's right. No wrenches. I need to make some. What? This is right. I can't do that. Hold on. Goodness gracious. Am I not logged in? How do I have got some craziness going on here. You are live. Well, I can't make moderators right now, guys. Oh, I'm in StreamYard. Well, guess what? We don't have moderators tonight. There you go. 3 Mississippi says you not have moderators. Well, this is our first live, so at least I got to go live, because a lot of times when on a new channel, when people go live, they go, oh, you got the 24-hour wait. At least I locked that in, but no, I did not make any moderators. So Auntie Ann, I apologize for not making you a moderator. That is totally my fault, but we've got Brooke Burks in here tonight, and Barb Halverson, Lila Newton, Auntie Ann, Jamie O'Rourke's Littlefield is in the house, Phone Manva. Auntie Ann says, that was cracking me up telling me your mods. I was like, I didn't have them. But since I'm on StreamYard, I can't click on it right now, and I can't go back to the other one. So next week we will have moderators. Okay. Next week we'll have moderators. Kimber K is in the house. We don't need mods. We are mature adults. Well, I'm going to have to be a mod myself tonight, and I am nowhere near the level of Auntie Ann, Lila Newton, and a couple others, man. So if anybody sees anything crazy going on, please let me know. Shoot it out to me over and over. I know Auntie Ann will. Brian, the Vineyard Farmhouse, is here. Grilling Addiction with Nick is in the house. Karen Hartke is here. Hello, Karen. Hope you're doing well this evening. Staying warm. It is cold outside, guys. Man, we got an ice storm last night, rolled through West Tennessee, and then the second wave started coming through today. I got about a 1/4 inch of ice outside. I can hear the sleet hitting the top of the camper right now. It is rough out there. But we got 155 people on RidgeLife Ramblings first live, and you know the reason for that, guys. That would be David. Come on with a Come On Homesteading is on deck, ready to come on to talk to you people tonight. All right, who else we got coming here? Junior Gray is in the house. Evelyn Newman, Chris White, Sharon Manning. Woo, goodness gracious, sipping and spilling, and 3 Mississippi's in the house. But 158 people in here. We're 3 minutes into this. I'm going to let a few more people roll in before I bring on the milkman, because I don't want to waste a word out of his mouth. I don't want, because people are going to be asking the same old question about how come Uber can't hang with Old Blue. Okay, I know people are going to be asking it, and I'm going to bring him on after enough people come in here, because he's shaking his head in the background. I see him. See, I did this when he's not on camera, because he can't talk back. Oh, the look on his face right now. But a few more people roll in here. I'll bring on the milkman. I know that's what you're all waiting for. Tully Targus is in the house. Hope you're doing well. I know I just butchered your last name. I do apologize. Charlene Grady is in here. Dawn Hat Creek Homestead. Hope you're doing well. S. Suzu is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Stan Guthrie, Chris White, Antoinette Marie. Good evening. Goodness gracious. Lots of awesome people in here tonight, but I do have my Come On with a Come On koozie. Coke Zero now more delicious. Let's Trade Paint is in here. I do appreciate you. Rebel at Heart, Brian Wilkerson. Susie is in the house. Lori, Watchman 7070 is in here. Goodness gracious, 180 people. All right. Well, guys, This is RidgeLife Ramblings, and I've been doing daily vlogs on this channel, kind of keeping you up to date with our adventures here on the Ridge. You know, it's me and my son Morgan sometimes, and you'll see my granddaughter Adelie and my daughter Alyssa, sometimes my son Morgan, and of course Grandma Carol. You'll be seeing a lot of Grandma Carol. Nero, my big old Cane Corso dog, and we are building a barn dominium. That's the long-term goal for us, an off-grid barn dominium. But first, we have to clear land. We got to get a barn built, get our storage materials in there, get our animals down here, get some more livestock, get that barn dominium built, get solar arrays and all kinds of stuff. But a guy who knows all about that struggle is on deck, and we are ready to bring him in here. I think we've stabilized about 182 right now. So guys, this is David from Come On Homesteading. Welcome him to the live stream. What's up there, brother?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, brother?
I was doing good until you started talking about Uber. I think we need to talk about that a little bit. Come on.
Okay. All right. The elephant in the room. All right. I know Lila Newton's in here. She wants to, she is kind of partial to Old Blue. I know she is. She put a green tractor in a second ago, but she said she didn't have a blue one to share on this channel. So normally she would share the blue channel. All right. So tell me why you think Uber is a better tractor.
Well, to start with, the operator.
Well, I'll give you that one. I will give you that one, man. I hands down, you are a still working tractor operating heavy equipment master compared to me. I do give you that one. But what makes Uber a better tractor?
Well, Uber is actually a Mahindra, and before you get into those big farm equipment that they use in the farming industry and stuff, pound for pound, Mahindra has more lifting capacity than any other tractor on the market, which means you have a little bit bigger motor, but you still can't lift as much as old Uber, you know. So
Auntie Ann says, sorry, Tim, she named Uber, so she's a little bit partial there. So
yeah, I see a lot
right,
of people saying they stand with Uber. You know, Uber's a beast, though, you know, and
Monique also, says Uber's number one.
You also don't have half the attachments I got either. I mean,
I own, but I do have that T-Rex set, that stump bucket grapple, man.
That's because you was jealous of Uber's grapple.
You know it's right.
You know, and then you went and got some T-Rex thing or whatever. The problem is that T-Rex sticks so far out, you already are a little underwhelmed with the lifting capacity, and now you're even further. And there's also another big difference.
Check stats. We're going to have to check
stats. There is also one more big difference between Uber and Old Blue.
What's that?
I didn't get mine from my mama.
Oh, well, see, there's a little bit to the truth of that story there. See, now what really happened was my stepfather had an old Massey Ferguson tractor.
Don't backstep now. Don't backstep.
No, always forward, man. He had a Massey Ferguson tractor, and he was out mowing the land down there in North Florida, and it caught on fire and burned to the ground. And he got the New Holland, that 55 horsepower Old Blue. He bought that brand new. And since then, you know, Grandma Carol's moved up here. Unfortunately, my father-in-law passed away, so we have inherited this beautiful, beautiful tractor. So it does mean a lot to me because that was, you know, his tractor, and he put it to good use. And hopefully, I'm going to be putting it to good use here as well. So Old Blue, I am very appreciative of Old Blue. You're right, Grandma Carol.
I'll give you some sentimental points on that one.
All right, sentimental points, because Uber. I respect the red, man. I respect the red. I really do. All kidding aside, Uber is a machine.
Well, the funny thing is y'all have had jobs for how long? And I already got more hours on Uber than y'all do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But hey,
I'm pushing 300.
I think I was 270 or something, wasn't I?
Yeah, so, I'm pushing 300 right now in 10 months.
Yeah. Well, most of that's been done out there on the 31 or 41.36 though, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, a little bit. Susie
huh?
says she recognizes that cinder block behind you there.
Come on.
Kevin, Lazy Pine Farm, what's up, brother?
I'm incognito tonight, guys.
208 people here on RidgeLife Ramblings first ever live, man.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
I appreciate you, David, for coming on too, man. This really means a lot for you to be my first guest. And we just jumped right into the fun, you know. In case there's one person out there that doesn't know, this is David from Come On Homesteading. He is also called the Milkman. He is a world traveler. He had a homestead there in Florida. He went to then Texas, and now he is in Arkansas, right in the smack dab middle of the family center of the world, guys. Now, 41.36 is where Anthony and Roxanne, Country Road Cure, and Simple Life Reclaim reside. And guys, David is a integral part to that whole community there, guys. And I am counting myself lucky that I am remotely associated with these beautiful people. And I appreciate David for coming on. And that is true. He is at the 41.36 tonight, doing what the milkman do, always helping out a brother and sister. So, David, what would you like to say to this crew, if in case there's one person that doesn't know who you
are? Where you been? Come on. I mean, come on. Nah, definitely.
Thank you, Karen.
I have a couple of channels. I have Fired Up Friday, which I do some outdoor cooking and stuff like that, off-grid cooking, because I am 100% off-grid. Since I moved to Arkansas, I also have a side channel that kind of like your ramblings here. It's Come On Keeping It Real, because we keep it real up in here. Come on. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not one of those people that's going to hide when I screw up. If I screw up, I screw up. Come on. It happens. We all do it. And my main channel is Come On Homesteading. I started that about 2.5 years ago, right after I got a divorce on my Florida homestead that I was starting. Long story short, I lived in 3 states in 10 months and 3 different jobs and careers. And now I'm a full-time YouTuber on top of Come On Mountain, living off grid, living my best life, chasing my dreams. And on my side channel every day, I try to motivate people to chase their dreams and to go after it, and also to reconnect with people that they haven't talked to in a long time for one reason or another. Because as I get older and as I kind of go through this, I realize that, you know, tomorrow's not promised. So you definitely don't want to lose time with loved ones and stuff over just something minor that happened back in the day, you know, because you don't get time back. That's one thing that you're guaranteed. You know, like Tim calls me like every day, and sometimes I have to tell him, you know, Tim, I'm never going to get that minute back. You know what I mean? I can't believe that you talked to me about that. You know, my minutes are important, Tim. Now, come on. Like when he's talking about Old Blue, you know what I mean? I ain't never getting that back.
All right. Now, Dawn said he ain't Willy Wonka. He ain't sugarcoating nothing. Ain't that right?
No.
Tell it like it is, brother.
Yeah, it's raw. I come on keeping it real. I don't edit it. I basically turn my phone on. We walk around. We talk about what's really going on the mountain, and kind of why I do what I do, and to make the decisions that I make. Because on the main channel, it's a lot of editing. I run 5-6 cameras, and that's more of like an entertainment kind of, you know, teaching a little bit and stuff, and kind of moving and grooving. And a lot of stuff, you know, I film for like 3 days and have to condense it down into a 30-minute video. Man. So Come On Keeping It Real actually allows me to just kind of touch a little bit deeper on why we're doing what we're doing. And now, it's going well. It's a good community, and Come On Homesteading's going well. We are less than 1,000 away from 30,000.
That's exactly what I wanted to bring up there, David. Come On Homesteading, his main channel is almost at 30,000. Now, I hit a milestone today of 20,000 on RidgeLife, but David needs to be at 30,000 like ASAP, guys. So if there's 238 people in here, tell a couple of your friends, and you will get David to 30,000 subscribers. I know we can do it. I know between Country Road Cure, Simple Life Reclaim, and the whole family, if we tell the 1 or 2 people that maybe has not heard of the Milkman, he will be, he's going to do it without anybody. He's going to be at 50,000 before we know it. Matter of fact, we talked about this, David. Remember last spring, you and I talked about this?
Yeah.
YouTube does some
this time last year, I had 2,074 subscribers.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. It's been a whirlwind, to say the least. I do need to apologize real quick because I do keep it real. On my Come On Keeping It Real this morning, I talked about doing a premiere today. I spent hours editing a video, and it was a 50-minute video. Once it got exported out of the software, it was corrupted, and I've literally been fighting it all day. Tim actually had me on the back studio right here while he was preparing for the live, and I'm still working on it. So I'm trying to get it out. It looks like that about 25 minutes of the video is going to be corrupted, so it's going to drop all the way down to 23 minutes. But I'm going to try to get it out for you guys tomorrow. It probably won't be a premiere, though.
Now, on a good note, most of the video that was corrupted happens to be video that I recorded as well. Not saying I corrupted his video on purpose down there in Mississippi. But I just happened to get almost all of that. So if you really want to see that video, you might want to watch the video coming out on RidgeLife of Come On Homesteading's trip.
Yeah. He did get some of that. And also, unfortunately, it looks like the worst part is when I arrived at the gate after my Florida trip. So everything, all the damage that I kind of came to on the mountain, looks like I'm going to have to do in another video sometime.
Oh, hey, I'm sure another storm's coming, but man, I hope not.
I'm in the middle of one right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in an ice storm right now.
All right. We are getting a lot of questions in the comments tonight. And guys, we're not overlooking your comments, but we're doing an interview and it's tough time. A lot of people are asking about the Smiths. The kids, okay, first of all, who are the Smiths? And then the question was, have the kids ever seen snow and sleet, or was this the first time? Who are the Smiths?
The Smiths are my niece and nephew and their kids. They came up from Florida, living a very similar life, and the county that they lived in kind of pulled all the regulations and changed them, which made it to where they couldn't do what they set out to do and live this kind of lifestyle. Long story short, they came up here with me, and because we don't have those type of regulations here on Come On Mountain. And they're going to find some property up here and kind of do their thing and go after their dream, which is what I promote people to do and what I try to encourage and help in any way that I can. So, and on the flip side, it's going to be real nice to have the kids running around the mountain. Anybody that knows me and has followed my journey knows that my number one goal is to mentor children and kind of teach them this lifestyle and put some good morals about life in their heads and their little toolboxes for the future. So to have them running around the mountain is amazing. And also I get some help out of the deal. So it's really, really cool. And as far as the kids seeing snow, one of them has seen snow, but was too young to really remember. So this morning was kind of their first time. And let me tell you, they've probably been on more places on that mountain than I have already.
I can't wait to see their video of the kids' reaction. So they're recording video, guys. They will have new videos. They're going to make a video of their travel to where they're at now. And then, of course, you'll see new videos. There's shorts already out there. What is the name of their channel, David?
Drifting Dreamers 5. Because there's 5.
Dreamers 5.
Yeah, if you had a moderator, we could get that in the chat.
Man, but, I'm sorry, guys.
Just like your tractor operating, it's man.
It's
a little underwhelming. But I love you anyways.
Speaking of love, guys, this is what the circle is about. This family thing. You know, I've done some stuff. You know, when I was coming up through the ranks with the Tuesday Watch and Grows, David, of course, has that giving heart. He gives so much. He helps out people on the 41.36. Of course, he's helping out the Smiths. The guy has helped me out incredibly. He's helped out 3 Mississippi. Man, the guy is a giver. And that's really what we all are. I mean, if we weren't giving, I don't even know if I would do this, because that's a huge part of why I do YouTube, is just to be a part of this community and give. How did you get into that? How did you even get into YouTube?
Well, when I worked for the college down there, I actually had a guy that I was friends with. He had a YouTube channel that was a military channel. It was a pretty good sized military channel. He actually ended up selling his channel and retiring from the college and everything. And he always told me, with your personality and all the different things that you do, because I was renovating a bunch of houses, I had a landscaping company, I was always moving and shaking and doing something different and all of that and going on adventures. He said, man, you know, people would love that. You should do that. And then I had another buddy that had a gaming channel, and the same thing. He said, personality wise, you know, you should try it. Problem was I was a full-time student. I worked full-time for the college. I was a full-time father, sports, all that kind of stuff. I just didn't have time. But after my divorce, I got my property and moved out in there with a fifth wheel. And, you know, I found myself out there talking to myself out in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, well, I might as well turn on the camera and see where it goes. You know what I mean? So originally I started it because, you know, it's just like a couple of my great grandfathers. On one side was full-blooded Cherokee Indian. On my mom's side was full-blooded Seminole. And I've heard stories, but very vague stories, you know, because as time goes, you know, you lose more and more of your history, right? And I didn't really want that for my grandkids and my great grandkids. You know what I mean? I have grandkids now, and they're fortunately, I'm still here kicking, and they know who I am and everything else. But when they start telling their kids who I am, how much will be left under the table? You know what I mean? Because just time. So now people can go back, and my family can go back, you know, 50 years from now and actually see who I am, and my legacy can continue, you know, with future generations. So honestly, that's the main reason why I started. And but I did always have like an underlying, everything I do, anything I approach, tackle, whatever, I put everything I got into. I don't believe in doing nothing unless you plan on putting your all into it. And so, of course, I was going to grind and try to make it do what it's going to do, boo-boo, come out, you know. And here we are, and it's going well. And, you know, I still got bigger goals than where we're at. And I'm going to keep on grinding and bringing everybody along and trying to help as many people along the way as I can.
So you bought an abandoned cabin in the mountains of central Arkansas, mostly central Arkansas. Yep. What are your plans? What is your vision for Come On Mountain?
Well, to start with is getting myself settled. Right now I'm building a tiny house off the side of it. And I'm going to live in that while I restore the cabin and also expand the cabin. And I just want to bring it back to life. I've had a dream since I was 7 years old. My mom told me that I've been talking about having an old cabin in the mountains, you know, when I retired. Well, you know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And at what point do you start chasing that dream, right? So I did it. It came, you know, all the things kind of fell in line for me to find this. And so I bought it. So I want to build a homestead. I want to be as sustainable as possible. I want a good community, and which I have. And then on the other part of the property, I'm actually going to do some unique Airbnbs, because I believe in having more than one egg in your basket. And nowadays, if you got more than one egg in your basket, you're rich. Have you seen the prices of those eggs? Boy,
I heard Tractor Supply is killing all our chicken eggs, right? Isn't that the controversy going on right now? Tractor Supply is killing our chicken eggs.
So basically, I'm doing unique Airbnbs. I want to do an airplane that looks like it crashed. And
awesome.
Yeah. I want to do a tree house. I want to do maybe an earth house. I want to do a bunker house dug into the side of the mountain, you know, stuff like that. Something unique, you know, because I'm unique, right? You know, I don't like to do nothing ordinary. You know, we got to put a little milkman flair onto it. So, you know, anybody can do a little stick frame, little, you know, tiny house or something like that to do an Airbnb with. But nah, not me. I want to have a wrecked airplane up there with a dude with a dummy with a fake parachute hanging from the tree and stuff.
That's
you know
cool.
What I mean? So,
hey, Annie Ann says, type something and hit enter on the chat so they can see who you are, so they can tag you, so they can ask questions and tag you in it.
Who me?
Yeah, type something and just hit enter.
Y'all are going to be surprised.
Who is he logged in as? Let's see. Who is he logged in? And where's he at?
I said, hey.
Right there. This is the new Real Talk with SLR. That's right. He is over at the 41.36. So guys, if you want to ask David a question, Tag Real Talk with SLR, man. We are on it tonight. All right, David. So you just went on a trip, a pretty eventful trip. Okay, kind of give us the rundown of your trip, all the way up to 3 Mississippi, and then we'll stop there and we'll talk about that.
All right. Well, basically, I was sick for 17 days. The next morning, got in my truck at about 4 o'clock in the morning and headed to Florida. My first stop in Florida was Gainesville. I hung out with my kids and my grandkids and my parents for a couple of days. And let me tell you, that was a whirlwind. They sure missed their papa and wore me out. And then I went to Dixie County, where my niece and nephew's property was, and kind of helped them get ready for their road trip. And I loaded up a Jeep Patriot that I bought to save some gas money up in here, because I spend way too much money in gas. And that's going to be my daily driver. That way I can stop putting so many miles on my truck, because I bought my truck last year, 10 months ago, with 12,000 miles on it. And I broke 40 on this trip in 10 months. So basically a little daily driver happened. And then I went to my brother's house and visited my nieces and my brother and my sister-in-law. I also went live with my son while I was in Gainesville. And then I went down there and went live with my nieces at my brother's, because they all have channels. If you had mods, we'd be dropping links right now, but we ain't going to talk about that.
Don't even talk about it. Don't even talk about that.
And then I loaded up a bunch of stuff from my brother's house, just odds and ends stuff, steel, a little bit of tools, stuff like that. And I'll go ahead and spill some beans on there, because the video was supposed to come out today. I actually got some goats as well. Woo! And the cool thing about these goats is when I left Florida, my Florida homestead, I had 3 weeks to move to Texas. So I gave all of my animals on my homestead to my brother, all 30 chickens, 5 ducks, and 9 goats. And the first baby ever born on my homestead in Florida just had her first babies. So I brought back her son to kind of start to be the buck, for my farm. And also the big dapple boar that I had, Georgia, she was such a beautiful, beautiful goat. Her son that was born on my homestead is actually the daddy of all the babies that my brother has and the ones that I brought back. I'm not going to tell you which ones I brought back. You're going to have to watch the video for that. But there is 4 goats on Come On Mountain now.
And if that video is corrupted, I've got video of that too coming out, I believe, Thursday or Friday. So
Yep. Well, I do got the goats.
Okay. You got the goats. I got the video of the goats.
I don't have the goats making it to Come On Mountain, but I got them being loaded up in the trip. I don't have me getting them set up for this ice storm, because that was an ordeal in its own. So,
all right. So
and then
go ahead.
I got back on the road and I was up for 23 hours. I left out at like 3 something in the morning, drove 700 miles to Mississippi to meet Tim, and also to 3 Mississippi, or AKA Sipping and Spilling up in here. And I'm going to leave it at that and let Tim take over now.
So we've got 3 Mississippi and Sipping and Spilling. That would be Sid, Mike, and Frankie up in here. And guys, we converged on the first ever meetup in the SIP. I mean, I know David's been there before, but 2 channels don't make a SIP. I mean, a meetup. We had 3 channels. Well, if you count all of our channels, I've got 4 channels. He's got 3. They've got 2. We had a ton of channels there. But so we had the first ever meetup in the SIP, and there may be something coming up very, very soon, more formal about that. Spilling some beans here, but we converged there in Mississippi at Sid, Mike, and Frankie's, and man, did we have a time. Mike shoots small deer. You don't shoot deer. I shoot lots of deer, but we all agree he can cook, right?
Oh, that boy can throw down on the grill.
Man,
that boy can throw down on the grill. That backstrap that he threw down. Mike swings for the fences when the milkman comes into town. I'm going to go on and tell you.
Pretty sure he was doing that for me. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
he made what, New York strip. He made roast for you. He made backstrap for me.
Well, it really wasn't roast, and we've seen your cooking videos. I mean, We're not talking about T-ball here, Tim. We're talking about the major leagues, son.
So,
But
but I do have really good video of that backstrap up close, the medium rare reverse seared goodness. Man, that was delicious.
yeah, it was amazing. Mike, he impressed me a lot the first time I came down there, because unlike Tim, I don't go through and not stop. I stop. That's why I've been there more than once.
Yeah, that's
ain't
true.
that right, Mike? Come on.
Yeah.
I know
in case
you.
Y'all didn't know, my boy goes to Mississippi State, which is like 45 miles from 3 Mississippi, and I drove by at least 2 times and didn't visit. So woe is me. I am. I'm bad. I know
it. Yeah, and I give him a hard time about the tractor, like old Mike with his lawnmower and all that other stuff.
Yeah, we don't even count his as a tractor. Me and you got tractors and we compete. His is a lawnmower.
And then Tim having a blue New Holland instead of actually getting the OG, which is a Ford. He got the knockoff like Capri version of the tractor.
I got the Ford Escort.
But I will tell you that man, I was getting tag team with the hunting now.
Oh,
yeah. I was getting tag team with the hunting. It was shots fired every 3 minutes. So, I had to clap back, you know what I mean, with what I got. But we're going to see next year. We're going to see next year.
Now, we did get, you left out a little early, and then David gave some gifts. So what I've got, this is a 3 Mississippi. I'm sorry, Mike and Sid gave this to you, David. This is a 3 Mississippi bottle opener keychain.
Nice.
And I've got more here for Anthony and Roxanne and SLR. Oh my goodness. Look, of course, one's mine, but so, and they sent some venison sausage, because they know you're not going to, have any for the next, year or so. So they sent some venison sausage. Now what's going to happen is I have to not eat that before I see you next.
You got plenty of deer.
Yes, I do. I have way too much.
you got plenty.
All right. So we were there in Mississippi, and we did a couple live streams, and one kind of stood out. And the reason it stood out was 7 Spanish Angels. What are we talking about here?
Didn't you get flagged?
No. Well, yeah, but what's 7 Spanish Angels? What was on that live stream that people are still talking about?
Probably the song with Frankie and Mike.
Frankie and Mike sang the song 7 Spanish Angels. And guys, if you missed that live stream, go check it out. It was off the hook. Now, to make this live stream tonight as good, David and I are going to sing a duet of 7 Spanish Angels. I didn't tell him about this. All right, take it, David. Come on. 7 Spanish Angels. Come on.
Tim, you just started this channel, buddy. I don't want all your subscribers to leave. What's funny is when I do my intros on my Come On Homesteading, before the one that I've been using here recently, the one me driving around where I use a lot of different music, I've had so many people ask me, am I the guy singing? And I always tell them, no, trust me, would nobody watch my channel ever again. Well, you heard me sing. I can't sing either. You dance, I sing. All right. Do it. Yeah.
Come on.
No, see, I'm the dancer. You ain't watched my videos. I tell you what, when I start singing, boy, I sound like a hound dog that got caught in a coon trap. Come on. It's bad.
Oh, but man, wasn't that a fun trip though? Wasn't that just I couldn't have asked for, a better weekend. That was amazing. I know you had some issues, with being sick and of course getting back home. People are asking, was Eclipse glad to see you?
Actually, I just seen Eclipse tonight for the first time. Yeah. I was so busy when I got home, literally the damage and stuff that was on my property. I literally got out the truck and went straight to work until an hour after dark when I got home from Mississippi. And because my niece and nephew was like an hour and a half behind me, and they was getting in at dark, and I had to clear a path for them to get out. And then the very next day we had an ice storm coming in at 3 o'clock, and I needed propane and gas. I needed to get the goats situated and safe for the ice storm and all of that. So literally I have been nonstop since I've gotten home. And then today I was trying to get that video out, and I've been fighting it all day long, and finally just had to bring my laptop with me and come over here because the kids are so cute. Simple Life Reclaims kids and my nieces and nephews, all day long, they're like, win. And Julia actually started calling me. Like, she called me like 3 times, like, Uncle David, like, are you coming? Like, when's this happening? You know, so finally, I just had to pull the plug on trying to get that video out today, load up, get the kids over here so they can meet. And, you know, they're in there having a blast right now.
Man, so you got a sawmill. You're back in action. What's next on the homestead now that you're back? And you did a live stream with like 1,500 people in it. So you know you're YouTube gold. People love you. You're back. What are you going to do now that you're back on the mountain?
Well, the top priority is, now that I got new life on the homestead, is to protect them and make sure that they're the way that they need to be. That kind of came out of left field. It just so happened that the timing worked out with that. They was old enough to be weaned and all of that from their mother. At the same time, I was making the Florida trip. So I was kind of forced into doing it right now, you know, and honestly, I wasn't prepared right now. So I ordered some Premier One fencing, spilling some more beans. I ordered some Premier One goat and sheep fence. So I need to get that up, but the ice storm is kind of keeping me from being able to do that. So top priority is getting the Premier One fencing up, and I'm going to build a mobile shelter for them. So as I move the Premier One fence around my property for them to clear different areas, I can just hook Uber. Tim don't know nothing about this, and actually drag the the shelter to where the new location is. That way that they're protected from the weather, because up here, you got to have some like wind breaks and a roof and stuff like that to keep them from getting wet and stuff like that. So that's top priority. And then right after that, I started milling siding right before I left. I was still kind of sick, but I had to at least get 1 day of milling in before I left the mountain. So I do have some siding on the ground, and me and Mike are going to get at it and start milling and putting up the siding on the building, and really, really make that building the focus and see if we can't get that thing buttoned up.
So how much did this storm damage? I mean, I know that you said you lost the video. How much does this storm damage put you back? What can you tell us about this storm damage?
Quite a bit. I actually had Gary come out. The Premier One fencing kind of got there a day before I did. And I don't know if y'all know about Premier One fencing, but they are proud of it. So I asked him if he could go pick it up and take it up to my property. And when he went up there, he ended up cutting down.
What the hell is going on?
What's going on?
What's really going on in here?
SLR in the house.
What's really going on?
We are rambling.
We've got SLR and Dreaming Drifters 5 in the house, guys. There's Mike and Mel right there. Tag teaming. Oh, Dave. Elbow,
we got Gary.
Drop. Who we got?
Gary.
Oh,
Gary.
It's a little. There's
here.
Gary.
We'll put Gary over here with me.
Nobody puts Gary in the corner. Oh, you rubbing it? Hey.
Hi, guys.
So what's going on with this crew you got behind you here?
It's a motley crew, but I tell you what, it's
like
the best.
Crew.
It's the best.
Girls,
it's the best crew, boy. Let me tell you.
We are family. I got all my brothers with me. Actually, I don't have all my brothers with me. I need to call that brother over there and tell him to get his booty over.
He's in a read.
Yeah, I know. He's wowing it up.
See, y'all wanted singing. I brought in a ringer. You know what I mean? They tried to get me singing earlier.
We got 385.
Y'all got all y'all getting.
Yeah, that's it.
Look here, Mel and Gary showed up, and Mike from Dreaming Drifters 5, and we are kicking it tonight, guys. First ever live on RidgeLife Ramblings. We have 400 people in here almost. So thank you. Rocking it.
That's
And
awesome.
Mel, I hit 20,000 today, and David's going to hit 30 ASAP, right?
There we go.
Getting it.
Killing it.
That's what's up, dude.
Vineyard says hi, real talk with SLR. I've been chatting as y'all.
He's logged in on the computer. That's okay.
Yeah, they said type something in the chat so we can tag you when we ask a question. I said, y'all are gonna be real surprised to who I am tonight. And I put, hey.
All right, since we're spilling beans, Mel, you got any beans to spill for us? What can we expect on SLR?
I hope I don't spill any beans right now because that's what we're having for dinner.
Yeah, come on.
For real.
That's facts.
Talk about breaking bread. We got some new company over here coming over. We're going to break bread. But first I had to bake the bread. So I baked the bread and that's what was keeping us. And we got some beans that we ain't going to spill tonight because we're having beans and bread tonight. So.
Oh, yeah. Hack Creek said SLR hit 100K. Come on with the 100K.
All of us are hitting the milestones, and none are more well-deserving than SLR with the silver play button on its way, everybody. Yes. I knew it. We all knew this day would come, and we appreciate all SLR do to bring the entertainment to us. The hardest working couple I know on YouTube, and I am just ecstatic for you. Love SLR Country Road Cure, guys. Both of you guys. Everything you guys are doing. Come on, Homesteading's pretty good. He's pretty good too. But
hey, speaking of that silver play button, I got the email today to go ahead and they make you order it, even though it costs no money. They make you like put your name and tell you where it's going to get shipped to and all that. And I actually did that today. So hopefully within a week or two, or it's probably going to be longer than that. I hear that sometimes it can take like 6 weeks or something. So hopefully soon, tomorrow by noon, my friends, tomorrow by noon, I should have that silver play button hanging up back there. And I can't wait. I'm going to try to do a really good thank you video because honestly, without you guys at home watching, like there's no way at all, not even close, that we would be able to hit milestones like that. So all of you viewers at home, we love you guys. RidgeLife loves you guys. Come On loves you guys. Country Road Cure loves you guys. These drifters over here love you guys. And we really, truly, from the bottom of our hearts, for real.
Speaking of the drifters, they have been on the mountain for just a little over 24 hours, and their channel is less than 24 hours old. And from according to Brooke, they just hit 886 subs. That is insane.
We're on track to have 1,000 subscribers in 24 hours.
That's
awesome.
Is that even? No, I've never heard of such a thing.
This community is.
Thank you guys so much. It's we couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you, and really, you and Dave really.
This guy right here, he's bringing the family up in here. It's a good community, man. And Tim, I wish you lived out here in Arkansas, brother.
Me too.
I will be visiting very, very. You're going to get sick of the RidgeLife. You've already got so much RidgeLife merch. You're going to get sick of the RidgeLife face here pretty soon. I promise you.
I wish you lived up here so Uber could help you.
Mel and Gary, I did want to tell you all something. Y'all were talking about your siding and lumber. I have about 80 pines about this big around, straight as a pencil, about 70 feet tall. You can have every single one of them. If you want to come out here, we'll fell them. We'll cut them 14, 16 foot long, put them on a trailer. You can have every single one of them.
So you're gonna mill them and deliver them tomorrow by noon, bro?
You got the mill. This is siding, right? You don't need the siding today. So not today. Win. But you are more than welcome to all those straight pines. I mean, seriously, you can have every one of them.
Hey, you know what? We might be taking a trip up to the Ridge. I know that at some point we're going to be having to come up there and do a barn raising or something, and we got your back. We ain't going to leave you hanging on that. So you put the bat signal out there or the squirrel signal. We don't come.
It's going to happen, guys. It is going to happen. We will have a bonfire to alert all bonfires. The Starlink will know who we are from the Ridge. I guarantee you.
Exactly. Hey, I tell you what you do is get you one of those lights that has the New Holland on it, put it up in the air, because we know when you're on that, you need help.
Well, that's a matter of fact, I might buy one. I'm going to get me a spotlight with the RidgeLife logo, like the Batman logo, go boom, right in the sky. That's going to be it. And when you guys are traveling, when you guys are traveling, you just look to the sky and you follow the signs, guys. Follow the signs.
Hey, we got you, brother. We got you.
Always.
Love y'all. That's awesome.
Always.
Well, I had to come in here and interrupt. I thank you guys, everybody, for being in here in the chat. We've got, 6 kids running amok in the basement right now?
Yeah.
There's lots of activity going on. It fills my heart with so much joy that the kids have got some friends now. They're out there just having so much fun, and we actually have a place for them to do it that's not outside under a tent.
Yeah. I told them earlier, I said it got to the point, because I was supposed to be here yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I was all day today. Julia started calling me.
Yeah.
Julia called me like 3 times. So when you coming?
Yeah.
Like is that still happening, or what's the deal?
She's all, hey, when?
She got a phone now. She's like, I'm done asking my parents 19 times and getting in trouble because they won't leave me alone.
All right.
They're like, I'm going straight to the source. Like, what's happening? Like, come on.
Now I do want to put Mel and Gary on the spot. RidgeLife Ramblings. We're doing lots of interviews, and I want to have you guys as my second ever guest on RidgeLife Ramblings. Are you guys up for that?
Honored.
I'm down for it.
I will contact you. We will set a date and a time that works for you, so all the people can come watch Mel and Gary on RidgeLife Ramblings. I am stoked.
Honored, man. Honored. We'll be there.
Mike must have said something, because Tom said, Mike, you got to know how to drive a tractor first.
See right there, a New Holland has enough power to light up the sky. Take the question mark away that you didn't see that. Look at that, New Holland, baby. There you go, Mike.
That's funny.
Super pumped. Hey,
I tell you what, man, this is quite an impressive little live you got going on the Rambling for the first one now.
Look at this team we've got going on here, guys. This is amazing. This is amazing. I appreciate every single one of you guys for showing up tonight. What I've experienced just in the last few years of being on YouTube, and Mel and Gary were right along with me. You guys remember, you're in Arizona, we were all about 500 subscribers or something like that, and we knew this journey was going to be a wild one. And I am super pumped. You guys are at 100K. David jumped on up to 30K. I'm at 20K. What's next for this family, guys? What's next? I mean, who knows, right? Sky's the limit.
I think the Drifters are coming up next. And I think Country Road Cure is coming up on next too.
Yeah,
there you go. They got to hit this next big milestone, and we know they will do it. I am loving the way Anthony and Roxanne have diversified their channel. That's longevity, guys. They're from the garden to the animals to the Thunderdome to the shed to house to everything they've got planned. Not going to spill any beans, guys, but you ain't going to want to miss what Country Road Cure has in store for 2023. I'm talking about
it's pretty epic.
Big things. That's
right. It's going to be something you want to stick around for.
Yeah. One thing about it is the community that we have developed here, I will put up against any.
Yeah.
Facts.
Guys,
just like Gary, I called and said, Gary, I got a package there, man. I know you're in the middle of an ice storm, snowstorm, and all that, but boy, they proud of it, and there was no hesitation. I got you. I'm going to have to take Biggie, but I got you. And he literally spent an hour cutting his way up to my mountain just to check on my place, and I never even got a phone call from him. He just did it. You know what I mean?
You guys see this? Drifter, the Dreaming Drifters, this says they're at 945. They could hit 1,000 tonight.
Oh my God.
They could hit 1,000 tonight.
Let's go, guys. Let's get 1,000 subscribers in 24
It's possible,
hours.
guys.
Oh
it's possible.
I will tell you this, that one right there actually sat with me about 2 hours today learning to edit. So they do have some footage, and I will be, right now she's doing organizational files. As soon as she gets that done, I'm going to sit down with her, and we're going to get their first true video out beyond the short. So that'll be coming very soon, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited for your guys' journey.
Man, I can't believe it. I can't believe things are moving. I can't believe the community is such a tight knit that we would be blessed to have so many subscribers so fast. It's truly amazing.
Mind blowing.
Well, you walked into the one of a kind, man. One of a kind.
This community is like no other.
And again, I'll repeat myself. I know I repeat myself 1,000 times. It wouldn't be what it is without you guys at home.
That's right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We have our in-person, right? But we also meet you guys in person too, occasionally when we're able to. And the love is there, guys. The love is there. We really appreciate you guys spending your time, your talents, and energy and stuff being here with us. It's a blessing to our lives.
We can't do what we do without you.
Yeah.
That's 443 people coming into my first live on this channel, and I appreciate every single one of you. I guarantee big things are in store on RidgeLife. You ain't going to want to miss a single moment of it. I'm kind of a little bit behind these guys, you know, off grid and building stuff, but big things are happening. Just keep asking when, and hopefully I'll deliver.
Hey, now you're getting your taste of trailer life, bro. How you like it?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
Space heaters just don't keep up.
Tim,
You know?
Tim is now living as a mere mortal like us. What you think about that, Tim?
Man, hey, Superman. What are you talking about?
Hey, but I will tell you, I'm still outside doing my business in ice storm. So I'm saying you're still doing good. These guys right here literally rolled up on my mountain and already got more luxury than I got. You know
Did you say
what I mean?
mere mortal? Not mere mortal. Superman. What are you talking about?
Superman. There's your Superman, baby. Come out.
Ah, look at that. Hey, now there is a reason I have to come out to the 41.36 before this fall, because I know Gary wants to learn how to deer hunt, and we know David ain't going to be teaching him how to deer hunt. So I need to come out.
The shade. The shade.
Shots fired. Man.
Wow.
Matter of fact, we may need Frankie from 3 Mississippi to come out and show Gary how to hunt, because she's offered her services to David, and she can do a twofer right there.
Well,
Hey.
I honestly think she'd probably be a better instructor than Tim.
Hey, you know what?
You're probably right. You're probably, hey,
Frankie's a beast. That little girl's going places. I tell you what.
Yeah.
She's a good girl. Good things gonna come that girl's way.
I will tell you this, Tim. Whenever you come to supposedly have class, hook your trailer up and bring your tractor so I can show you how to use it.
we will have a tractor pull. A tractor pull. Okay, I got you on that one, man.
Hey, ask your mom if you're allowed to have a tractor pull with Uber, because it might not come back. It might not come back like it left. Now I'm telling you, Uber snatched the brakes off of it.
Oh man, goodness gracious, you guys are shots fired double time tonight. You know, battleship here, guys. Battleship.
Almost 300 likes, y'all. Hit that button. Let's get his likes up.
Yeah, come on, smash it.
Yeah, hey.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
you gotta like Tim. Come on.
Who doesn't like Tim? We
Drifting
all like
Dreamers
Tim.
5. Where are they at right now? Anybody can tell me where Drifting Dreamers 5s are? I'd love to, in our last final minutes here, if we could get 1,000, I would just be ecstatic to see that.
Yeah, me too, Sharon. That would be amazing.
I mean, there's 472 people in here, and I know a few of you aren't subscribed yet. So if we can get Drifting Dreamers up just as close to 1,000 as possible, that would. They're at 938.
Hey, Bar Run Fords want to know if he can join the tractor pull, and that's a big negative. Because he got them big old jokers now. You know.
He's got support.
I mean, he looks at mine and Tim's tractor like we look at Mike's.
Yeah. Now you guys know that Mike from 3 Mississippi actually could win the tractor pull if he hooked all 3 of his tractor. I'm sorry, if he hooked his 2 tractors and his lawnmower up, he could probably outpull us.
Yeah. That's true. He might need to get Frankie to drive though.
Man, when I pulled up the 3 Mississippi, Frankie was on the tractor. She was.
Might be on my next burger.
Okay. In the defense, David, you've got Uber, but Tim is better looking. Well, there you go, Lila. Hey,
Adventures with
I'll take it. I'll take it.
9:55.
9:55.
Heck yeah.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Thank you.
We can
They're
do
so
this.
close.
Yeah. Somebody said, "Don't be dissing Kenny." We love Kenny. It is great for us.
Are the storms past you all? Are y'all done with the storms?
No. We right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I'm right in the middle
It's
of it
coming
too
your
right
way.
now. Well, no, it's on me right now.
It's already past him, I think.
We are
We're
getting
getting more because we're supposed to have more tomorrow too.
Yep. One more day of blasting.
Yeah.
Nobody can post Drifter's page because Tim is new to this YouTube thing and it has no mods.
I know. Hey, at least I got the channel set up for a live stream 24 hours ahead of time.
What a noob.
What a noob.
If I had a mic, I'd drop it. All right, I'll give you all that one.
Oh, we love you too.
Oh, here we go. Not only does heat rise, ice melts.
Hey. I caught what you said the other day on your video.
Which one?
He's getting close. It must be serious.
you said not only heat rises and water expands, but trees grow.
Trees grow. I got it.
I caught that too when he was talking about loosening his straps on his deer blind. I was like, okay, Tim, they got his own now. Trees grow.
Yeah, there was actually someone in the chat earlier that said that heat rises, ice expands and trees grow. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I
got one. You guys got one. Mel and Gary's got one. Hey, does Anthony and Roxanne have one?
They got several.
We need to get them included. Come on now.
I would say Anthony's biggest Anthonyism. I don't know if he said it on his channel too much, but around these parts, he always said, "Don't
catch me lying."
Don't catch me lying.
Don't catch me lying.
Yeah. I don't know if he said that on video yet, like too much or not, but I know he says it around us all the time. So next, you know what? You guys go over to the Country Road here and comment that, and he'll probably be tickled. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. 970.
975.
975. 25 more. We have got time to do this, guys.
We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Got time to do this.
25.
Let's go, guys. 4 more minutes.
We can do this. Heat rises. There you go.
I'm already subscribed. Thank you.
Thank you.
I did. I subscribed when you were on his yesterday.
And Tim, you're up to 324 likes. Come on.
Awesome. Let's do
that
this,
hair in
guys.
a biscuit is gross. I love that saying.
We are at
hanging out like a hair in a biscuit.
Yeah,
495 in this live chat.
I mean, it is hanging out.
It is hanging out. You see it. Noticed.
I think the whole is a good looking bunch. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, guys.
We're
so close.
Do it.
Oh, look at that. All right, so guys, what we're talking about is Drifting Dreamers 5. It's the Smiths family coming up from Florida, going to start a new life. They're in a camper trailer right now with 3 kids.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 kids, husband and wife. You see them right there behind you, and they are going to have some adventures on Come On Mountain as they help David until they start their own journey. So, man, if you want extra Come On Mountain footage, you need to subscribe to Dreaming Drifters 5 because it's going to be an adventure. I guarantee.
Hey, do me a favor. They're saying,
"Oh my gosh, 10 away."
Oh my God!
You're still having people say they can't.
Oh my God! This is amazing.
You still have people in here saying they can't find the channel. Can somebody just post the link in there, even though it won't be
Dreamers 5.
Even though it won't be one that is clickable, you can copy and paste it in your browser and still find it.
Can you do that, Auntie Ann? Just go ahead and just paste the link, and someone can cut and paste it into the browser.
Oh
There's workaround.
Let's go.
This is happening.
Let's go.
There is.
Oh my God!
There is workarounds to Tim's shortcomings. I got
Oh, bad. Uh-oh. Look at
that. That
that.
is amazing.
Go kids.
Go get
Oh my God! Thank you.
Get in here, kid.
Oh my God!
It's a party.
Dylan, we got some news, guys. We got some news. Come here. Come here.
What?
Hey, this is Tim from RidgeLife on his live. We just hit 1,000 subscribers.
That's awesome.
Oh man, with a couple minutes to spare, and we just crossed
The
500
power of
people
this
live
community
stream.
is amazing. I can't believe it.
Oh my! 22 hours is what it took.
That
This
is
community
amazing.
is the greatest.
We did it.
You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for helping them out, guys. That's
Yes.
amazing.
This community is Unbelievable. Really.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
guys are amazing.
I am blessed to be a part of this, to know you guys, and doing things like happened tonight. You know, they got 1,000, and I just can't wait to see what more is going to happen with this group. It just blows my mind. And guys, RidgeLife Ramblings, we're gonna have a video almost every day with all kinds of behind the scenes and interesting conversation. We'll do interviews. We've got Simple Life Reclaim on deck for an interview. Of course, Country Road Cure. And guys, coming up very soon, Stony Ridge Farmer is going to be on RidgeLife Ramblings. That's going to be a huge event. A huge event.
Love, love, love the Stony Ridge. Definitely tell them what's up.
Well, guys, I appreciate y'all joining us tonight. We are going to go. It is 1 hour into our first live stream. Next time we'll have moderators. I promise. That is my fault 100%. But David, I appreciate you for being my first ever guest in the ice storm, coming back from being sick, coming back from your trip, all the things you went through, and you're still here. You're a brother. I love you, man. I love you to death.
Brother, I'm always going to be
Mel
here
and
for
Gary.
you, man.
I love Dreaming Drifters 5. I've never met you before in person, but I will very soon. I promise you.
Yes, sir.
All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. I will talk to y'all soon, okay?
Go RidgeLife.
Go RidgeLife! Woo! Guys, what an amazing, amazing night. I just can't thank David enough, and Mel and Gary and Dreaming Drifters 5. Thank you all so much for getting them to 1,000 subscribers. That's what this is about. 1,100, I just told 1,100. That is amazing. So, guys, we will be live again very, very soon. Matter of fact, I can go and tell you right now, we're going to go ahead and go live again on this channel next week. I'm going to be alternating back and forth between RidgeLife, but I'm going to get moderators, and we'll do another live stream next week. But tomorrow night, I'm going to be on the Vineyard Farmhouse live. I'm going to be a guest. Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse is going to interview Tim at RidgeLife. It will be my first interview with anyone since coming back to YouTube. Okay, so my first interview is going to be with Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse, and I can't wait to see him. So that's tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central. And my bedtime is 9, so he's going to be keeping me awake, but I'm sure we will make it entertaining. So, guys, I love every single one of you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. So next time, we will be back on RidgeLife Ramblings. So until that time, hope everyone has a blessed evening, and go RidgeLife.